WhatsApp, then you can go for these services like D7 WhatsApp, Green API, and so on. Not reliable as such, human number, but also get blocked. But yeah, multi-account management. You can connect multiple accounts inside Make. So even if, let's say, this Google account, for example, see here, I have connected various different multiple accounts. They are coming from different people as such, right? So you can connect any number of accounts you want, and you can use them as per your requirement on the models. Okay, then we have same with Facebook. You can connect multiple accounts on Facebook as well. See here, many of my client accounts are also connected. It says Corbett and Esteen and so on, right? So this is how you can do things over there. AI tool integration. Yes, you can use Leonardo, you can use Midjourney, Runway, or anything else instead of GPT. So yeah, that can be done. Add those modules and that will be done. Grok can also be used. LLMs are fine. Industry specific. Can we build complete sales automation? Yes, you can do that. Many CRMs available, lead scoring, lead scrapping, many things can be done. The only stuff is you should define your whole flow like this. The planning of the entire automation. What do you want it to do? What is the tech stack available or you want to use? How do you want to define the rules? So this document is clear, or I shown you the process from Miro chart, right? Miro, this one. So if you can build this kind of a whole flow chart, the whole automation workflow, then you can achieve anything inside these automation platform. Okay, computer analysis. These are, I think, again, use cases which can be covered. Can we use Make in CI/CD pipelines? Yes, DevOps, you can use that. There are a couple of apps available, even Azure or some other things. AWS is there, you can use over there. How to use AI in production support, site reliability engineering. Again, a specific use case, you have to define tools and the flow. Automate web testing, you can do. Figma designs can be done. Figma is also one of the app available inside Make. How to use AI in civil engineering. Again, multiple use, HR, cybersecurity. Define the process, you can achieve anything. Data management, fetch network. NAS, I'm not sure if they are API connected, you can fetch information from there, or you can connect them to the cloud storage, and from cloud storage like Google Drive, OneDrive, from there you can reconnect them to Mac. So that can be done. Excel spreadsheet from local desktop. No, I'll tell you something. This is interesting question. So far we were using Google Sheets over here, but if you click on this, if you wanted to use Excel, simply goes, and this is called Microsoft Excel 365, right? Now in this case, this should be Excel 365, not the 2007, 2013. Those versions are not going to work. Excel can work, which has APIs or cloud storage. Specific integration, Google Drive, Trash, Python, most of things can be done. Advanced automation concepts, again, automation and AI agent difference. I think these are, again, pretty much basic regular questions, nothing related to Make or this session as such. Can you order food ordering on Zomato and Swiggy? I think you should do better on your mobile app instead of doing it automation. Otherwise, you'll be surprised what to eat. Content creation, can we automate video creation for YouTube? Yes, you can do that. Reels creation can be done. Oh, why it's running now? Wait. Mobile local usage, can this be used? It's a web-based application. You can use on mobile as well. It's not downloadable on personal computer. It works on cloud on these kind of browser windows. So you have to use on Chrome kind of things. JSON, what is JSON? JSON is a little, I'll show you something here. What is JSON? So when we say we have to get output into JSON format, right? One sec, I'll mute funny. Okay, perfect. See guys, so when we say we defined JSON structure over here, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, what it does is when we map this data inside this Google Sheet update raw, the JSON help us to get this whole data divided into this kind of a mappable parameters, be it Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn. If we say give it direct text output, it may give us everything into a well-structured paragraph, not individual segment, not individual component or content for each of these platforms. And then it will become non-mappable. So that's why we choose JSON, and JSON is going to get us the structured data. Feedback content is superb, but too fast. I think I did justice with the time as well. And many people who are non-tech, low-tech, pro-tech, whatever. But it could have been slow. Funny will tell you how you can attend some slow sessions, kind of hand-holded classes. So yeah, he'll tell you later on. The second half seems impossible for non-tech business owners. Uh, See, we told you at the start of the session, this is to give you a good exposure to automation. What is automation? What all things can be done? I shown you large actual workflow, what we do for clients. And this is not a kind of pure teaching session where you can do everything in one class itself, but a good exposure, a good starting point, or like food for thoughts, right? So if you understand the basic fundamentals now, APIs or integration or softwares, it will make your life, the next path, really really easy, right? Now you'll be more confident. Okay, these things can be done. This is how a person like me, if after a couple of years experience, let me tell you, whatever I shown you, this whole automation workflow, I can do that whole flow in less than 15 minutes. And I do it like many, many times, many these such workflows, right? And I started like this only, from a basic thing, couple of steps to take it to the next level. So just consider this as a starting point, as an exposure, and just try to practice, maybe do couple of fun projects, couple of basic things, and you will get your grip on the whole system, right? So yeah, I think it's not impossible. You should do practice and you'll make it wonders. Too complex to remember all the steps. Again, kind of a glimpse of automation, or kind of exposure to automation. Can you repeat ChatGPT part, LinkedIn process again? I think we did multiple times on the session itself,
I
and
think we
summary of
covered
questions.
that. Yes. Yes.
Explain Google Sheet controller part again. Okay, I think those were the questions from the middle of the session. But okay, I think so. We are good, funny with this whole thing, and I hope, guys, you liked the whole session. I was able to add value to your lives and to your automation journey.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was amazing, Manish. Folks, can we have a word of gratitude for Manish on the chat? You can all put in a thank you message on the chat. And like Manish mentioned, right, this comes with practice. What we truly wanted to do with this session was to show you the road, that the road exists, that with no code technology, you can build automations today and you have to go deeper into it. And there are a bunch of resources that I will be talking about that will help you go deeper into it. There's a lot of love coming your way, Manish. I'm sure a lot of people would want to connect with you as well. So, folks, here is the LinkedIn profile link of Manish. You can go ahead, connect with him, and take your conversations forward as well. If you're looking for, any specific thing or any specific questions, you could ask him that. But any closing thoughts before you drop off, Manish, from the session?
Absolutely funny. So I would say at the last, practice makes men perfect, right? And this is your first point. This is your start of the automation or AI journey. Don't feel overwhelmed. No need to feel like demotivated or you missed out or you couldn't do it. Absolutely fine. I was in the same situation 6 years ago when I started this, right? So it all comes through learning. It all comes through practice. Just try to practice as many basic automation use cases as possible. Just try to do, as I said, fun activities or maybe some sort of fun project. Let's try to connect this, that, and try to build something. Because whatever I shown you, it is kind of a tip of iceberg. You can do many, many, many automations. Currently, like I work with more than 2000 businesses and 2000, I would say, different use cases. So it can be anything, but just try to put your feet in there and try to stable. You will do wonders in life.
Thank you
Thank you very
so
much.
much, Manish, for those words. And, I trust the audience that you will all continue to practice from here. Thank you so much, Manish. I'll take it forward from here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Fanny.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. So, folks, with that, we come to the end of the AI automation session. I put in a thank you message on the chat. And like Manish mentioned, right, this comes with practice. What we truly wanted to do with this session was to show you we run a community of more than four or a big are there, but always while a lot of jobs are being taken away, there are also many, many new opportunities that are coming up. The tools that only technical people were able to use until today, that space has gotten democratized completely. All of us, even without knowing computer language, even without knowing Python or C++ or Java or any of these computer languages, we have the ability of using no code tools to build some incredible solutions for the world. And AI, more than anything else, what it has done really, really well is it has given power to every human soul that exists on this planet. So if you have questions around whether you will be able to do it, my request to you right now is do not have that question at all. You will be able to do it. There is somebody that I spoke to very recently who attended this kind of a mastermind itself, this kind of a training session itself. And you will be mind blown to know that she was somebody of the age 82 years, somebody trying to learn new technology when they are 82 years old, wanting to get into consulting, right? That is the kind of effort and the kind of passion that people are putting in right now. If they could do it, you can do it too. And why is this moment very, very special, right? Like I've mentioned already, we all have solo power today. You might have had a lot of ideas that you wanted to implement 10 years back, 5 years back, but you were not able to do it because you always needed a team to drive these ideas for you. It could have been designers, developers, it could have been marketers that you needed, whatever it is. But today, democratization has truly happened. You do not need another person to come and help you. You can do everything yourself. And what these generative AI tools and AI agents or agentic tools, what they cost is very, very, very less compared to how much human beings charge, right? And that is truly why you can build full-fledged solutions today. All the ideas that you had 10 years back but you were not able to work on, you can start working on them today. But in this whole race also, I see people making a lot of mistakes, right? And that is what I want to correct all of you with. The mistakes that people are essentially making is that it's a mindset, right? When you think of making money, of course, money is a sweet thing. All of us want to make as much money as we can. But making money should not be your end goal. What I want to really tell you is using generative AI, don't make your end goal, to make money. While I have also termed this entire session as how to make money with AI, the goal should be to always provide value. You can provide value by building products. You can provide value by offering consulting services. You can, add value by writing content. You can add value by creating very good images. Lots and lots of opportunities are there. But always remember, value over money. If you provide value, money will follow. Focus on providing value, not on making money. Right? Now, with that being very clear in your minds, everything that we are learning in this particular mastermind, right from image and video generation that we will be going very deep into tomorrow, creating custom GPTs and agentic workflows, creating automations, all of these are skills that are monetizable today. I will go ahead and tell you how you can essentially go ahead and start monetizing these skills. It starts small, but it can grow very, very big, very fast. That is what happened with me. It did not take much time for me to, it took me a lot of time to learn. It took me a lot of time to get my first and second client. But from my second client to my 20th client, it hardly took any time, right? That is the boom that can essentially happen. But for that, there are three things that you need to consider before you choose how are you going to add value to somebody else's life, right? You have to think about what you're passionate about. You have to think about what your skill set is, and you have to think about how much time you really have to be able to learn, to be able to go deep, and to be able to provide value. with that particular service, right? Because this is not for you to, come out of your full-time jobs and do completely. While you have your full-time jobs, can you do something on the side to make more money than what you're actually making currently? Should be the mindset, right? So think about what you are really passionate about. You could be passionate about, you might be a creative person. You could be passionate about coming up with creative ideas like, brand stories, marketing content, films, trailers, clones, a lot of things around content creation. You might be passionate about tech. You might be passionate about business operations or process optimizations, right? Depending on what you are passionate about, you need to choose the skill that you want to go dive deeper into. You don't have to dive deeper into everything, but you have to have an idea about everything as an AI generalist and go deeper into one specific skill set that you would want to use to be able to provide value. Now, if you are passionate about building, there are a few things that you can go ahead and build, right? The first option that you today have is you can become a solopreneur and build an AI agency. A lot of people, I'll give you an example. A lot of people will have a lot of business processes. Now, they might, people are hearing that processes can be optimized to another level with AI, but they don't know how to do it. What you can do today is you can get in touch with these kind of people who are not putting in the time to learn all of these things by themselves. You can go to them and you can tell them that, hey, I know how to create no code automations. And I have more than 10 years of work experience as well. I understand your entire process. I have a logical mind with me. I can convert your existing process into a much more streamlined process using AI automations. And the beauty about all of these AI automations is also that while the whole building is one time, there's also maintenance that is required. So if you are able to form an AI agency that helps people with solutions, you will also be able to have these clients for a longer period of time, because when you are not only building the solution for them, but you're also maintaining the solution over a period of time. So if you are passionate about building, you can create an AI agency and start building solutions for people. These solutions today in the market are getting people anywhere close to 1 lakh to 3 lakh rupees, right? You need to start small. Take only one client. Probably do it for free for them. Don't charge any money for the first two clients that you're working with. Get their testimonials, get their good words, bring them to your side, understand how it is working, and then slowly start improving the clientele that you would have, right? And if you're able to charge 1 lakh per client and you're able to grow that to 3 clients per month, that is already an income of 3 additional lakhs that you will be making. And eventually, you will see that your clientele will continue to grow to the size of 10 clients per month and more. This happens very fast once you have cracked your first 3 to 4 clients, right? But like I said, do not focus on money, focus on the value that you provide. Over deliver when it comes to the value that you can provide, and clients will come to you. I'm also going to be sharing, I have slides on what you need to do to be able to attract these clients as well, and I will talk about that. But one thing that you can of course do, going back to this, is you can start an AI agency yourself and be a solopreneur and eventually start offering these services to multiple people and grow your team as you move forward. This is what we are going to be helping people who are joining the AI Accelerator program. We are going to be helping people with this direction over the course of the next 1 year, right? But if you are not interested to build solutions for other people, you can also build an AI product. What do I mean by an AI product? Right? It is a product that can solve problems for people at scale. Now, you might be like, funny, how am I going to get ideas to create AI products. Like for example, we have a lot of AI product. All of the tools that you saw us covering, they're all AI products in some way or the other. They're all wrappers around GPT 3.5, GPT 4 models, right? What is a wrapper? It is basically a tool. For example, let us pick a tool like Writesonic, right? A lot of you have gotten access to Writesonic as well after joining the AI Accelerator program. Writesonic is nothing but a very fine-tuned tool that does very good with marketing and SEO material. The model, the AI model that it uses in the backend is still GPT 4.0, but it is fine-tuned on top of GPT 4.0, and that is the reason why it is much better than ChatGPT itself when it comes to creating marketing material and marketing content. You can come up with product ideas that will actually solve problems, right, for people. Now, if you're still like, funny, I am not good with thinking about product ideas at all, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Well, you can go ahead and check out this amazing platform called Product Hunt. Note this down. Product Hunt, I will actually show it to you, right? Product Hunt is this incredible platform where people like you, people like me, keep putting out products on a daily basis, right? You can see top products launching today. Uplit.io. It's an AI product that is smarter than Google Analytics, that does better with website performance. Somebody went ahead and created Shotomatic, hands-free screenshot automation for Mac devices. Wonderful. We already have a lot of screenshot devices, right? But people are still making them, right? And you see the kind of upvotes that it already has. These are all people that are going ahead and downloading this. Magnetic UI, automating your web tasks while you stay in control. You can go ahead and explore the different products that people have already built. Why are they building them? Is there something that you can learn from it? And can you also go ahead and build? And once you build, you can go ahead and list it out on Product Hunt platform itself, right? It's incredibly powerful to go ahead and list out your product on a platform like Product Hunt. And with what you are going to be learning tomorrow, we are actually going to be teaching you how to build products without writing code, right? You will realize that you can create 10 products, 15 products, 20 products, and put them out on a platform like Product Hunt today. And the idea is not for you to get 1,000 or 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 downloads. The idea is, can you get your first 10 users? Can you get your first 50 users? Can you get your first 100 users? Folks, the kind of adrenaline rush that you will get when you know that there are 50 random people who are using something that you have built on a daily basis, that adrenaline rush is incredible. And if you are able to provide value to at least 50 people by building a product of your own, those 50 people will bring in another 50 people, right? And I'll tell you this in very, very simple uh, words or ways, right? Imagine that you build a note taking device. All of us have a lot of meetings that all of us attend, right? And there are a lot of note taking devices that already exist in the market. But if you are able to come up with a note taking device itself, or a tool or a product that helps people summarize all of their notes. I'm just throwing a very random example to all of you. Don't take my example as it is, but I'm giving you an idea. Let us say you decide that, hey, I want to go ahead and build a product that helps people summarize all of their meeting notes, etc. All that you need to do is to be able to put it up on a platform like Product Hunt, get your first few users, keep the subscription fee very, very, very minimal. I would say keep it as probably $5, $4. Don't you think you can create something for which people will pay you $4, which is probably, 400, 300 rupees per month? But the beauty is, if you get 100 people to pay you 300 rupees per month, that is 30,000 rupees that you're making right there, right? And this is just an example. That 30,000 covers all of your AI tool costs as well that you will be using to make these products. You will learn more about it tomorrow, right? So these are all of the things that you can do. You can either go ahead and build an agency and help people with AI solutions by building the AI solutions yourself, or you could build your own products and put them out on platforms like Product Hunt. But I'm sure out of the 2000 people that are listening to me right now, there are people who are like, funny, stop. I don't have the time to build. I'm not passionate about building. If you are not passionate about building, it is still fine. Lot of people today are not expecting AI consultants to build the solutions and give the ready-made solution to them. You can offer consultation services to people and you can help them understand how can they convert their existing process into an AI driven process, right? I do these consultation calls. I don't spend time creating the solutions myself for people. I just tell them how they can create the solutions, and I charge anywhere between 15 to 20,000 rupees for a 60-minute call. It is a one-on-one 60-minute call where I try to understand their business use cases and I try to help them with solutions. You could do that too. What is stopping you from doing that? If you feel that you have a generalist mindset, you have business knowledge, and you also know how to use AI, like I said, the combination is incredibly powerful, right? 2 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours is all that you have to take during the weekends to be able to offer these consulting services to people, right? Start small, but eventually take up more clients. By the end of it, you will have your own consulting business up and running for you. Because one client, what I've always seen, and this happened with me, after you get your first 2 to 3 clients, you don't have to go running behind looking for clients. They will come to you because these people that you're already servicing, they will go ahead and tell their friends, their colleagues, or other business owners that they are taking your help, and those other business owners will also come to you, right? So that is how it continues to grow. But that growth will only happen if you are able to provide value. So focus on providing value. But if you're like, hey, funny, I'm not interested in building products, nor am I interested in consulting. I am not interested in either of these things. I am a creative person. I'm interested in content creation. Let me go ahead and tell you this, right? Today, everybody has the ability and the power to create creative content. And with that content, you can go ahead and create a YouTube channel, a faceless YouTube channel where you don't have to put your face on any video. But the content that you put out, if that content is valuable, if it's engaging, if people like the content, it will go viral and you will be able to make a ton of money with your YouTube channel. There is this there is this YouTube channel called AI Revolution. They have close to, I think, 500K subscribers as of today, or slightly more than that as well. They have put out almost 500-600 videos as of today. All of them are faceless YouTube videos, right? Now, I'm sure there are, different kinds of people here. Some of you might be interested in games, some of you might be interested in mathematics, some of you might be interested in physics or any such subjects that are taught in schools. I'll just give you an idea. What if you are able to come up with a very creative YouTube channel that helps children learn math in a much better way than what they are learning right now? A lot of children have this problem today, because of which they take tuitions and all of that. Can you think of simplifying mathematics for children and probably spread that education through your YouTube channel? And you don't have to be on the video today. You can create these faceless YouTube content. And if you're wondering how creating content on YouTube will help you make money, if you get good number of views, which will happen over a period of time because YouTube's algorithm will kick in, YouTube will start paying you. Second thing that will happen is brands will start approaching you. I see that some of you are trying to make a payment right now for the AI Accelerator program. I think the links have closed out. So I'm receiving multiple failed messages coming in. but I'll help you all out after this session, right? I don't want to lose my focus. So even if you're having a failed transaction issue right now, please, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll kind of talk about it after this session kind of gets over, right? Um, okay, I will also read out the names of the people who have kind of gotten in. But anyway, coming back to this, brands collaborate with YouTube channels that get immense traffic. All that you need to know, all that you need to do is use your creative thinking to come up with an idea through which you can go ahead and add value to people's life. Now, if you are like, funny, video making is not my thing at all. You saw the potential of AI when it comes to content creation, right? Text content. Today, a lot of people read text content a lot. I wake up every day and the first thing that I do is I have subscribed to a lot of newsletters. In fact, we have a newsletter at Outskill itself, right? Newsletters could be a new term to many of you, but newsletters act as YouTube channels itself. If you are able to provide value to people through written format, and you can use AI itself to write that content today. But if you are able to add value through written format and make a newsletter of it, and you are able to build an audience size, I'll talk about how you can build that audience size as well. But if you are able to do that, you have an opportunity here as well. Our Outskill AI newsletter today makes about 30 to 40 lakhs per month, right? And it's completely automated. There is not much that we do. It is automated to the level where AI does the research. AI understands what are the new things that need to be taught to people. AI writes the content on its own, designs it, and then publishes the newsletter, all automated. What are we doing? We are going ahead and asking brands whether they would like to market themselves inside our newsletter. And if they want to, a lot of brands approach us saying that give us a small section in your newsletter to go ahead and promote ourselves. And we are like, sure, we will do that, but give us money. This is highly possible. Now, for all of the people who are creative and who don't mind being on social media themselves, focus on making your own AI avatar and start an Instagram channel and start providing value to people, right? You saw Vaibhav's Instagram profile. You saw how he's not involved in creating the content, but it's his AI clone that creates the content. Learn this skill. Learn this skill. If you are not shy to put yourself out on social media, go ahead and start putting yourself out immediately, because that adds a lot of thought leadership and distribution, right? Now, all of this, I'm sure, sounds great, but you might be like, hey, funny, you have, of course, told us a lot of ways of making money, but where can I get the clients from? And I'm very glad that all of you have this question running in your mind, right? Well, the first platform that can help you get clients is our very favorite LinkedIn, right? You all have to understand the true potential of LinkedIn. You all have to understand why you have to be on LinkedIn. And if you are on LinkedIn, what should you do on LinkedIn to be able to get these opportunities to yourself? Let me tell you, folks, if you are not on LinkedIn today, you're making a very big mistake. Irrespective of how much your age is, you might be someone who has more than 20 years of work experience. But you might be like, what is the point of me being on LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the only social media platform. In fact, Twitter or X is the other social media platform as well. These are the only two social media platforms where all the CXOs, all the founders, all the smartest people on this planet are sitting and using. Not Instagram, not Facebook, not TikTok. All of these are social media platforms for us to have fun. But LinkedIn is not like that, right? LinkedIn is the platform that can get you opportunities, but you need to leverage LinkedIn in the right way. What do I mean by that? I'll quickly do a 5-minute masterclass on LinkedIn, right? There are 4 steps to crack the LinkedIn game. Step one, identify your target audience. What do I mean by that? I spoke about your passion, your skill set, and the amount of time that you have. I spoke about whether you should go into automations or building custom GPTs and agentic workflows or image and video generation, right? You have to understand what is the service that you can provide and who is that audience that would take that service from you, and start finding that audience on LinkedIn. Start creating content for that audience on LinkedIn. Optimize your entire profile for that audience. I'll tell you what I mean by optimize. I will, in fact, show you my LinkedIn profile and talk about what I truly mean by optimize, right? But you saw how we created content today itself using AI for LinkedIn. Start leveraging that. Folks, all this time, all this while, right? All of us or many people often did not go ahead and use social media platforms like LinkedIn itself because of having a content blocker, because of not knowing what kind of content to put out. But do you really have that content blocker today? And if you still have that content blocker today, you know that AI can become that content blocker, unblocker for you, right? AI can truly help you unblock that and give you ideas. Forget ideas. AI can write that content piece and give it to you. If you can't use AI to write that content, copy that content and put it on LinkedIn, I'm sorry, I will not be able to help you, right? So start creating content for the kind of people that you want to provide value to. Get them to your profile and reach out to more such people. Now, I'll tell you what I mean by optimizing LinkedIn profile, right? This is something that we will be covering in detail in our AI Accelerator program as well. We actually do this in our extensive programs, but I want to go ahead and share a piece of this with all of you. Now, if you look at your LinkedIn profile, right, this is what it's going to look like. Now, this is my LinkedIn profile, and I have not updated my LinkedIn profile since quite some time because of lots and lots of things that have been happening. But you see, LinkedIn gives you a lot of sections. You can see the kind of profile views, the kind of post impressions, the kind of search appearances that I'm having, and all of this is only in 1 week. 1,000 people are searching for me on LinkedIn in 7 days. Now you know where I get my opportunities from, right? But how is this happening? It is happening because my profile is optimized. What do I mean by optimized? Treat LinkedIn as, treat this whole space. LinkedIn gives you multiple sections to edit, right? Treat all of this as real estate that LinkedIn is giving you. And this real estate is coming to you for free, but it can be extremely powerful, right? I see a lot of people not having a cover picture at all. Why should you have a cover picture? Because the first thing that people will see on your LinkedIn profile is your cover picture. Your cover picture should yell and should speak about the work that you're doing. If you are into creating AI automations for people, you should have a very catchy cover picture that says that you can reach out to me for AI automation services. And when people see that, they will understand what you are, and they will, in a matter of 5 seconds, they should be able to make a decision whether you can add value to them or not. Second thing, please do not make the mistake of having a wrong display picture on LinkedIn. Like I said, the people who are on LinkedIn are professional people. They would not want to see a picture of you probably sitting by the beach or eating something in a restaurant. That is not what people inside of LinkedIn expect. It's like walking into a meeting room wearing beach clothes. Would you, will you get a good response from people? Absolutely not. You have to present yourself in a nice way. So have a very nice profile picture with a clear headshot of yours. Use the tagline. What do you do? I have put in that I am building growth school because I know that a lot of people search for growth school. And when people search for growth school, my profile pops up in the search results for people because I have growth school mentioned in my tagline. I also have Teach for India mentioned here because I know that people know Teach for India. It's a highly reputed organization. I know this, and that is why I've gone ahead and added it here to add credibility to myself. You need to understand that the people who will come and see your LinkedIn profile do not know anything about you. You might be amazing. You might have 25 years of work experience. You might be like, people have to respect me, which is true. But do they know everything about you to respect you? You have to talk about yourself, right? You have to talk about yourself through spaces like this. As you scroll down, you have an About Me section. I often find people not using this entire space that LinkedIn has given you. Write about yourself, talk about yourself, right? List down the services that you can offer to people. When people look for these services on LinkedIn, your profile will pop up. There is a section called Featured where you can add your website, you can add your portfolio, you can drive your LinkedIn traffic to your website. I'm sure all of you did not know this. You can do this today on LinkedIn, right? Not this has always been there. People just don't use this real estate really well. And create content on LinkedIn. And when you go down into the experience section, you see how I have added in detail what I have done previously, right? How I have added whatever I have done. You should do that too, right? All of this becomes very, very important on your LinkedIn profile for you to be able to use it in the right way. This is my LinkedIn profile. I'll just share it in the chat box. If any one of you wants to go ahead and connect with me and stay in touch, you can go ahead and connect with me. But I hope all of you have now understood what real estate means on LinkedIn and why you should go ahead and make use of this real estate. Folks, real estate outside has become very, very expensive, right? It's like unimaginable for you to even like think of buying a flat or a real estate property in, let's say, Bombay or in the US or wherever it is. LinkedIn is also giving you real estate. For do this for yourself.